Hey guys, it's Crazy Pickle with another episode for the Beginner's Guide series. So, the previous video I was talking about the talents and how to get it. So, as you know already that each class has different talent, they do different things. Some of them are good, some of them not really. So, today I'm gonna talk about which talents the the best talents that you're gonna focus on first. In which order it will depends on you, which one you prefer to get first, and then the second. So the way the order will work, it's completely guys up to you. So here I will just show you which talents are the best, at least in my opinion, and you definitely need to have them. So alright, well, let's get started, and we're gonna start probably from the lowest kind of uh, lowest rank from my best talents from my pick that I picked. So it's going to be a Cryomancer, since the Cryomancer is the class that you have it from the beginning when you start the game, and the talent cost for this class is really cheap. It's just 1000 Illyrium 9. So, and of course the name is Crater Ice, and I'm just gonna read it again. Cryo Charge increases the critical hit chance of the Icy Missile, charge level 1. Icy Thorn, which is just the right click, um, and by what? By 50%. It's pretty good. The Cryo Charge effect can be gained when using Cryo Beam, as well as when hitting at least one enemy with the Snowball. If you don't know, and if you already know, that the Snowball is the PvP ability. So pretty much, if you, for now, we're just gonna completely focus it on PvE part. And the Cryo Beam, it will be your number 4 ability right here. I mean, I guess you can change the order on your abilities. I believe you can. So the Cryo Beam is already have 50% chance to gain cryo charges. So it's not gonna be, it's pretty good, it's 50-50. So, and usually it procs really often, so I would say that would be the first talent that you would possibly go for first, I guess, um, since you have that class from the beginning when you start playing the game, and it's pretty good talent. So, and pretty much if you want to go for this first, and you need only 1000 Illyrium 9 uh, by killing Kyrex 2 or 3, even 3 stations and 2 bases. So it's 150, 100, so it's 150 from Kyrex, 100 from each station, and oh no, this is where I got wrong. So it's 150 or 125. I would say 150 from Kyrex by killing Kyrex, and 100 from each base, and then 75 from all 3 stations. So each time you complete the one station, 75, another station, 75. Same with bases, same with Kyrex. So you can kill Kyrex, you can just sit on that Thea region, wait until the Kyrex showed up, and each time if there's enough people to kill him, you just go ahead and kill it, and you will always get 150 Illyrium. So usually it should be really fast to actually farm 1000 Illyrium 9. So the second talent would be the Outlaw. So Outlaw is really simple class. There is not much button to push and high DPS. So, and he actually has a really good talent too. So it calls the Illyrium Core. When alternating shots in the dual stance, the final shot will increase the critical chance of the Outlaw's abilities used against this target by an extra 15% for 8 seconds. So the way it works, the way you actually, what do you need to do to actually proc that? We're gonna open the dual stance, and which is gonna be from the basic stance. You're gonna click C, which is the dual stance, and some of them abilities will change. Pretty much only one ability changes, number 1, and your left and right click. So to proc the talent, what do you need to do? You click your dual stance, and then you click left, and right. And so he will gonna shoot each gun, and then he gonna shoot at the end. He gonna shoot from both guns at the same time. This is when the talent is proc for A, and it will give you the extra 15% critical chance for your abilities for 8 seconds. So, and then after that, you're just gonna drop your whatever grenades or just fire frenzy, like pretty much whatever you want. So that would be the second talent. Is really good one that I would actually suggest to you to get it if you already have the Outlaw class. Let's say if you don't have any classes yet, right, then definitely it's going to be a Cryo first. But if you have, let's say, already Outlaw or maybe even Revenant, or let's say you have an Outlaw, maybe you got that like special offer from the beginning for just $2 to get the Outlaw class and all that, then yeah, you can still get both of that at the same time, the Outlaw and Cryo one. But I would say the Outlaw would be better than Cryo. So if you already have Outlaw, then I would go for the Outlaw first, and then I would go for the Cryo. So the next one, it will be, I would go for the Revenant. So pretty much Cryo, Outlaw, Revenant. And again, it always depends which order you go. Maybe you went for the Revenant first when you open the class, when you got 35 or 30,000 Spark of Transformation. So maybe you already have the Revenant, so then you can go for the Revenant first, which his talent is the Deadly Crescent, I believe. So the punishment inflicts 100% more damage to enemies with less than 50% health. So this is your punishment. For me, it's the number 3, and it's already has 100%, so it's pretty much already have the same thing. If the target has less than 50% health left, the damage is increased by 100%. So the talent is just an upgrade. So it adds 100% more when the health. So instead of 100% increased damage, it will be 200 when you have that talent. So it's really good when you fight an enemy and it's less, and the enemy has less than 50% health, then you will do a lot of damage with that skill. So, and it of course it depends on your might, on your all the multipliers and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it really good talent. So it does a lot of damage too. So, and it's also a really good skill. I mean, the punishment to actually finish the enemy. Let's say maybe it's not exactly like a little bit less than 50%, let's say 45% health left, maybe it's even less, like 30 or 20, and just with, let's say, left clicks or something else, it's gonna take a while, but then you use the punishment skill and it just can kill the enemy instantly. So, and again, if you already have Revenant, then go for the Revenant. It just depends which class you open first. But I'm just giving you right now the talents that is really best, on my opinion, and completely up to you which one you're gonna go first. So, and of course the next one, and well, no, it's actually not a last one. So yeah, the next one will be the Lightbinder. Since the Lightbinder is just a support class for the high content, so you don't do much, you just buff people, protect people with shields, resurrect them, so it's completely full support class. and his talent is Lunar Talisman. Can save an ally's life once in 4 minutes when they are within the Lightbinder's aura, which is that little like a gold circle around you. So if the person is in that aura, then it will apply the shield with 50% of Lightbinder's health to them. So the way it works, let's say you in a group with one more person, right? So you and your friend, let's say. You're doing a mission and then your friend is about to die, and when your friend health hit 1 point on a health bar, that talisman, that talent will trigger automatically, and with that put the shield with 50% of your health. So the more health you have, the stronger the shield will be. So it kind of gives you like a second chance for your friend in a group, that he can just use maybe like picking up a healing orbs or use like some kind of a healing item to restore the health and keep fighting. So, but again, the Lightbinder is completely support class. Usually, you only play that class. I mean, in the beginning, when you just started, yeah, you can still play it. But when you go higher and higher, then this one you can just play the Lightbinder if you have full team and you do something big like maybe distortions, or you just go in with your friends and maybe one of your friends a little bit stronger and stuff like that. So kind of just give him a little bit of support, a little bit of the buff, and for the other people that the Lunar Talisman might help too. So it's not a really big deal. Well, even if you die, when a fight is over, you can resurrect and all that. So, but sometimes it really helpful. So it's like really helpful. Like when you actually really need it, and it worked, and it perfectly fine. So yeah. So, and of course the last one, and I would say will be the top one talent on my opinion, which is the Alchemist talent. And the name of it is Radioactive Ectoplasm. Creeping Horror increases the damage of predatory ectoplasm by 300 instead of 200. Using stimulant injection applies a special version of Creeping Horror for the Alchemist for 6 seconds. This version does not get consumed. Alright, so this is your predatory ectoplasm. The way it works, how it actually works, pretty much like the cryo charges. When you get the like a icy missiles, like it pops actually on a screen, and so and it's like has 2 little dots next to it, and you just right clicks twice and then it disappears. So pretty much it has the same thing for the predatory ectoplasm. While you just shoot an enemy, there is a chance when it triggers the free, what we call in the free ectoplasm, right? And it will be 3 dots next to that. So, and you just click the same key to use those 3, so it doesn't consume any energy, and the regular damage is what it says here, it's 200%. But when you have the talent and you use your stimulant injection, so it triggers those predatory ectoplasm, but instead of 200%, it will be 300%. So maybe I can actually demonstrate that. So let's just here, and yeah, I'm just gonna grab those little guys. I'm gonna switch to Alchemist. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Alright, so what it does, you pick up the target and you go use your stimulants, and there you go. This is what it does, the talent. You just drop a bunch of ectoplasm and kill them all. So because the enemies is really weak here, so of course one ectoplasm pretty much killed it right away. But if you're fighting against the bosses or like a 4 bars, then you will actually see the real damage. So I'm gonna change the class. So yeah, this one, the Alchemist talent, for me is the best talent, I would say. So you can actually, uh, if you have already Alchemist, kind of a little tip on that, that if whatever mission you do, you can do with the normal class like Cryomancer, Outlaw, Revenant, and when you reach to the boss stage, you can switch to Alchemist, and then just use those ectoplasm to do a lot of damage to the boss. You may not be killing the boss right away, but you at least will drop a lot of health on him. So, and it will. You can also protect yourself. You can still kill the boss as an alchemist. You have shield. You have the alchemist terminal. Um, so yeah, and the cooldown on stimulants is just 1 minute. So pretty cool. So the really awesome. Like the time when they released the talents, and people just start like reading about the talent, which one is good. Pretty much most of the people who was reading about the radioactive ectoplasm, they were saying that this talent is just complete crap. But only one person decided to actually go for it, and because it cost 10,000 Allerium 9, which is gonna take a while to actually collect that many, and unless you're really crazy farmer and just keep farming and farming, then it could be faster for you. And so that person actually get that talent, and when he tested it and show everybody how it actually works, everybody on the entire server who actually got the information from him started collecting the Allerium 9 to get that talent, and it was just ridiculous. You pretty much get to the boss stage, you switch to Alchemist, boom, and it's dead. Like, especially if somebody at least using the god form, whatever mission you do, and he can change in any class anytime during the battle, whatever. And of course, it's like the damage is higher when you're in a god mode. So, and just using Alchemist, kill the boss with just those ectoplasms, and done. We can go and move on in the mission. So, so yeah, okay. The prices on that radioactive ectoplasm is 10,000. Lightbinder's lunar talisman is 1,000. Cryo crater ice is 1,000. Deadly Crescent. I think it's 10,000 too. So it's 10,000 Allerium 9. And Outlaw is Allerium Core is 1,000 Allerium 9. So pretty much in that pick you have 3 talents which just 1,000 Allerium 9 each, and 2 talents which is 10,000 Allerium 9. Alright guys, so this is my what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my top 5 talents, on my opinion, that it's really good, and I really like those. And actually, there's one more talent, which is the Necromancer one. Since I'm not playing much as a Necromancer, uh, like in the regular missions, maybe in like if the mechanics really require the Necromancer class, then yeah, I can play. but that talent, what it's called, is Space Mist. So what it does is some of the allies of the Necromancer get a boost. So pretty much this is right here, ghostly allies. When you go to the summon instance, you have three different uh, ghosts. Let's call them ghosts, right? They call them ghostly carrion, ghostly skeleton, ghostly white vipers. So okay, you have three different ghosts. So what it does is ghostly vipers have 5 times more health and redirect 60% of damage to themselves instead of 45. Ghostly skeleton pulls enemies towards it, inflicts 38.5k damage per second, which could be it definitely going to be higher because it probably works from your stats as a character, so it's just probably the minimum damage that it shows here. And a ghostly carrion gains the ability to inflict 60.9k damage per second from a distance when Shield of the Banished absorbs the enhanced allies. It restores an extra 40% of Necromancer's health. And that the last part, Shield of the Banished, is against the PvP ability, which is right over here. So when you summoned any ghost and then your health is really low and your ghost is still here, you just click that and it will kind of absorb so that your ghost will disappear. It will put shield on your character and you will be immune for any debuffs, so nothing gonna affect you for a specific period of time. And of course it will recover 40% health for your character. So it's also really good. Usually when people already have that Space Mist talent, um, they using the Ghostly Carrion. So they'll just summon like a big guy with a big gun, and he just shooting whatever target you actually attacking. So he's gonna attack the same target as you are. So, but if you, let's say, if you fighting, if you want to kill a bunch of monsters, because let's say there's a group of monsters, you want to just kill them, yeah, you can summon Ghostly Skeleton because he does the AoE damage, so which is when he spins, he pulls the enemies to him, so that way they're more gonna be kind of focused on him instead of you. So the Necromancer is a really fun class to play, not as high DPS as like other classes, but or at least some of the DPS classes, but it's really fun to play. So alright, I would say, well, in this case I would say this is my top 6 talents that is really good in my opinion, and I'm sure there's a lot of people would agree with me who actually have those talents already. So alright guys, I hope it helped you a lot, and I hope you like that. If you liked it, hit the like button, share this video with your friends or maybe people you know who just started the game and they kind of still learning. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button to know when I post my next video. And until the next time guys, take care.